Politics now, and Azimio La Umoja Council chairperson Uhuru Kenyatta's allies have declared that Azimio leader Raila Odinga is still the preferred candidate for the 2027 elections to face off President William Ruto. The leaders claim unless Raila forfeits the race on his own accord, he should be the flag bearer of the Azimio La Umoja coalition. Raila, who's 77 years now, will be 82 years in 2027. NTV's Melita Oletenges has that report.
Conversation on who will face President William Ruto in the 2027 election is already taking center stage within the Azimio La Umoja coalition, just 4 months after the elections in what is unraveling as a succession plan to Odinga's much coveted party leadership role. Key allies of former President Uhuru Kenyatta, David Murathe and Jeremiah Kioni have stamped authority, insisting that Raila Odinga is still the favorable candidate to floor President William Ruto in the 2027 election. Murathe has been quoted saying, "For now, a lot will depend on the party leader Raila. I can tell you if he decides to run again, some of us will support him, but in his own way. If he decides to support somebody else, we will all follow. He is the leader, so we'll be looking up to him to provide the leadership and the guidance in terms of the next dispensation." However, this may prove unsettling to politicians such as Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa and Wycliffe Oparanya, all who have declared interest in the 2027 presidential race, as this spells doom for their presidential ambitions, as they all are banking on Odinga's backing.
You must have the gravitas, you must have the resources, you must be totally resourced to run a presidential election. If Kalonzo is the resource, I'm sure Baba will be ready to support him. If he's not resourced, there are better people in the Republic of Kenya.
Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni says, and I quote, "Certainly there would be more people announcing their plans to run in 2027. The fact that Wamalwa and others want to run does not take away the fact that Raila remains our preferred presidential candidate." There is also a push by a section of leaders within the Azimio La Umoja coalition to have radical changes, calling for the resignation of some members.
We have a problem with the chief whip, Honorable Junet Mohammed. And I think we need to look at that position and see how to reorganize it and maybe get a new person to play that role. We have basically lost everything in Parliament. Things that we could have won if we were properly mobilized.
Kalonzo Musyoka had last month disclosed that he had secured the backing of Odinga for his 2027 bid, declaring a two-horse race between him and President Ruto. Kalonzo's allies, however, have condemned the move to front Odinga, saying it would result in another loss. In 2027, Odinga will be 82 years old.
What matters to the new generation? How do you create jobs? How do you attract investments? How do you attract innovation so that the country can get into the next hub of innovation?
Oparanya recently declared that he would not support Odinga again for presidency. He instead wants Odinga to back him for the top seat. Sources within the coalition indicated that Kalonzo is pushing Odinga to take up Kenyatta's council chairmanship position so that he can take up the party leadership slot. By assuming the coalition's leadership position, Kalonzo hopes to be the automatic presidential candidate. Melita Oletenges, NTV.